der 23 November 1947.
We're here tonight in this amazing place, Brug 9, bridge number 9. It's under a real-life bridge in Amsterdam, and we're celebrating homelessness.
I'm a home-loving man.
We've been trying to figure out what is home, and maybe homelessness isn't such a bad thing.
I'm Danny Raphael. I grew up in London. I'm one half of ESSA, this new collaboration.
Basically, what we're trying to do is create events that deal with Jewish identity, but from a cultural angle. So away from all the institutions, just people, you, me, everybody that wants to participate, share something. And I'm thrilled that so many people want to join in and make it happen.
Dobrowymi migówek, mnogo lekcji, dyskusji, kino, sport. Добре дошли на 5-я юбилей Лимут Кешев, България.
I'm here today to talk about my project, which is the Muslim-Jewish Conference. An idea to promote a platform where young Muslims and Jews can come together, they can build a new language, destroy stereotypes and prejudices that were built up in their mind before, and make their own opinion, see with their own eyes what actually the other is all about. The mixture of personal experience, of face-to-face experience of young Muslims and Jews sleeping in the same hotel together, eating together at lunch and dinner, sharing their stories and experiences, and then in the end working together academically and productively for a whole week at the Muslim-Jewish Conference. Aspirations basically for the future are to be a platform that links people that want to facilitate their own projects locally, that want to do Muslim and Jewish dialogue projects in their countries, in their cities, in their communities, and then round this up with a yearly and annual summit of a Muslim-Jewish conference.
How old are you?
30.
And what are you doing in your life?
This is what I do professionally. I mean, I put together different Jewish theatre projects.
Okay. Okay, so now we're rolling.
So right now I'm looking at building up a Jewish theatre company which can consistently make Jewish theatre work in the UK community. Shortly after leaving Oxford, I started trying to decide between becoming a rabbi or becoming an actor. And someone suggested to me, why not try and combine these two and bring my love of Jewish text together with my love of theatre. And that was when I went off and did my master's in a field called applied drama, which is drama applied to educational, community, social contexts.
In 1997, I felt there was a need for a spiritual, egalitarian, Spanish-speaking Jewish community. It didn't exist, so I made a web page and waited for people to contact me. Started contacting me and we started meeting. A lot of people who live in Valencia, that because of the culture, the work week, because of the way the work week is fixed and because of the way the schedule is fixed, they can't come to Kabbalat Shabbat. So we decided we're gonna buy the speaker telephones and we'll have Skype. And every Friday night we have Kabbalat services with people from all over the world. Call in on the Skype, we have a group chat.
I think that as a British citizen, the issues that I face and the issues that I face as a Jewish person seem to coincide and come together at points. I work coordinating campaigns for the Jewish Social Action Forum, which is a group of social action organisations based in the UK. One of the main things that we're doing is creating a website. It's the Big Green Jewish website, and the idea is that it will be the home of all Jewish environmental activity in the UK. So for example, rabbis and synagogues will have information about how they can green their synagogue or how they can have a green Shabbat and involve the members of their congregation. We'll have education resources for schools and for teachers. And this will all be on one website, and it will also be an opportunity for the social action organisations to talk about what they're doing individually and how people can get involved with the campaign.
From Kiev, Ukraine, and Ukraine is known for its rich Jewish heritage, but on one hand it's quite often neglected and taken for granted by local Jews. We're accustomed that we live in a historically significant Jewish place, and yet it remains unknown and inaccessible for Jews from abroad. They have no idea how to get access to all these holy places of tzaddikim or how to trace their roots. The idea of the project is the Jewish Studies and Travel Guide Center, meaning that Jewish youngsters are to be trained to be Jewish guides throughout Ukraine. The project will be to prepare guides and prepare infrastructure in place to be able to welcome and host visitors from all over the world, and to be able not to just to tell what was in Ukraine, and it was just really tragic past, but it's all about what it is now and what it can be then, and to show that the life not just revival and strives. Our guides will be like ambassadors, and being able to speak on behalf of the Jewish Ukrainian community in really positive and confident way. Yiddish music, it's from so many countries like Russian, Poland, it's a lot of Oriental stuff in it. 2 years ago, I asked him if he's into do some Yiddish traditional music, and the idea was to take some Yiddish traditionals and do it like modern.
Wir mischen elektronische Club-Sounds mit alten, traditionellen jüdischen Songs, wo auch Teile von Polka, von russischen Chanson drin sind. Das, was wir tun.
Like we have so many styles, so we mix some Mizrahi within violin part, and yeah, we mix everything together.
We are people who thinking not about the nation, about the feeling.
Songs are so beautiful. The music is, or the song which they were written, I don't know, 60 years ago, 100 years ago, so the quality is still so good from the songwriting and the message.
Jew is the feeling of metropolitan people who comes from everywhere.
Or the start of the year was we were in America, and they're very into the music, and the feeling was that there's a band which represent their lifestyle, not really their political views, but their lifestyle, and that is what we want.
My name is Benjamin Zakzak. I'm the president of the European Union of Jewish Students. I'm from Paris, France.
I definitely see a future for the Jews in France because we're a big Jewish community and very united, and France is a great place to live for Jews, and And actually, even living in France makes me feel more Jew than ever, because every day I meet people that are not Jews and that ask me questions about my Judaism. Why do I eat that and not that? And that makes me always think about, why am I a Jew? And it's a really challenging environment, and at the same time very welcoming environment. So I definitely see a future for Jews in France.
The parties are also about connecting Jewishly, that this is the first step in a process. And as you've seen, that I'm around here and the guys are always buying me drinks and plying me with bottles of beer, and this is a type of a language. It's a language saying, Rabbi, we want to be friends with you, we want to engage, we want to feel that you are our friend.